what an episode of AEW Dynamite. You had MJF there. You had, the Elite and CM Punk being stripped of their titles, the trios titles and the world title. You had Daniel Garcia winning the Ring of Honor Pure title. You had the Death Triangle winning the trios titles. This was a crazy week and one of the most anticipated episodes of AEW Dynamite, and it was really good. It was very good show. So we're gonna start off with all the things that are important. The most important one, the Ring of, the CM Punk the Elite situation. With that, they're vacating both titles, and for the trios, it was gonna be Best Friends versus Death Triangle, and whoever won that would be the champion. And so for that, it was Death Triangle, and it was a great fucking match, and I can't be any more proud. The silver lining in this one, because I thought that, the Elite should at least kept their titles, because with CM Punk, he was injured, and he did the most in the fight. So have the Elite, because I'm tired of all the fucking vacating and interim shit. So, the Elite will be back. So just but, the silver lining in all this is Death Triangle wins the title, so that's good. Good for them. I'm happy, and good to see Pac. That Pac is back and shit. The other thing, Punk. So there's gonna be a tournament, and there was a tournament started tonight. Hangman Page versus, Bryan Danielson, and Jon Moxley and Chris Jericho. They get a bye, and so tonight it was Bryan Danielson versus Hangman Page. Bryan Danielson won. And it was a great fucking match. And it was a surprise match. This match was not announced until later tonight. So it was fucking great. So I'm assuming, we get Bryan Danielson versus Moxley, in which Bryan Danielson wins. He deserves it. He should get it. Let Moxley go on vacation that he was supposed to. It's finally time for Bryan Danielson to, have his run. He deserves at least one run. Hangman Page, I think he's gonna get a break, and they're gonna send him home, get him a break, clear his mind and head with all the CM Punk Elite fucking shit. And he returns when he returns. And then the other thing. So Death Triangle won the titles, and there was MJF. He was on TV. He cut a promo. He was kind of a babyface, but he was like he was like a tweener. And then he cut a great promo. It was great stuff. How he's going to WWE, great bidding war and shit like that. Well, that pretty much came after. No. At first he said he loves AEW. He's not going anywhere. And then when Moxley came out, Moxley did his thing. Then MJ was like, "Fuck you guys," stuff like that, shit like that. And it was great stuff. And then obviously Moxley came out. As I told you, it was good shit all around. Great stuff. Moxley cut a great promo after, and that was it. Then one of the last important things, Daniel Garcia, he won the Ring of Honor Pure Championship. So WESTSIDE GUNN is a rapper, and he's always, and I listen to him. He'd be good. WESTSIDE GUNN is usually always at AEW shows for the most part. And I'm surprised because he barely gets the spotlight on TV. Like, you see Action Bronson and shit like that. He barely gets the spotlight. So he comes out singing one of the songs, and it's from NBA 2K, the 22, the soundtrack. And I'm surprised maybe some don't know, but that, it's on the soundtrack, that song. And this song, I love this song, and it's fire. And I didn't even know this. It was Daniel Garcia coming out to that song. I'm like, after this, Daniel Garcia is winning, bro. No, there's no way he loses. Daniel Garcia beats Wheeler Yuta. He gets his fucking moment. It was a great fucking match, bro. It was really good shit. So yeah, he's well deserved. Rest of the show, I told you, Death Triangle and shit like that. MJF promo. Penelope Ford versus Toni Storm. Obviously, Toni Storm won. Dark Order are interviewed backstage, and Jose the assistant, Andrade, they won, what was it, 10? They want Preston Vance, and then Dark Order's like, fuck off and shit like that. you get the Acclaim coming out, and their shit got cut off. The rap got cut off. Fuck. I wanted to at least hear tonight what they would have said about this, but none of that. Swerve comes out and no Keith Lee, and so it's Swerve and Keith Lee versus the Acclaimed at Arthur Ashe Stadium Grand Slam. So I'm assuming the Acclaim win, and I think it's gonna be by like Keith Lee or Swerve turning on each other. Probably Swerve on Keith Lee, but Keith Lee wasn't there, so. But the Acclaimed are over. Chris, you know, I have to say something, and I may make a separate video on this, but shout out to Jon Moxley, Chris Jericho, and Bryan Danielson, especially Chris Jericho. You know, they had a meeting today, I guess, like rallying the troops with the talent, you know. And Chris Jericho, he tried his best to diffuse the situation last Sunday. And all three of them, especially Chris Jericho, stepped up in a big time way and being leaders. Chris Jericho being a leader. So props to them and Chris Jericho. You know, Chris Jericho always gets shit, but he's very important to the AEW locker room. And I'm proud of him. And I'm proud of Bryan Danielson, Moxley. No surprise there. I love both of them. So good on them. It was funny because Chris Jericho, he said he was going to face Bryan Danielson next week before the match even happened. And I pretty much predicted it, honestly, that he was going to be Hangman anyways. It didn't really matter. But yeah, he cut a promo. Toni Nese versus Wardlow. Wardlow cooked Toni Nese in like 5 seconds. And Wardlow's like, yo, you must have forgot about me, but I'm back or whatever the fuck. And so yeah, he's going to face whoever the fuck he faces. And then there was a video package, Jungle Boy Christian, whatever the fuck. And then there's Stokely and his fucking group, and I mean, whatever the fuck. Like, this show is just good. This show is really great, man. And kudos to everyone for putting on this great fucking show with everything going on and having great performances. And you know, people said the Hangman Page, he didn't really look himself like in the face, but you know, he put a great fucking match with Bryan Danielson despite all the worries and shit like that. So shout out to everyone involved. Great fucking show. Congrats to Daniel Garcia and Death Triangle. They all deserve the titles that they got. And I'm looking forward to, you know, hopefully the agenda is fulfilled. Then Bryan Danielson wins the AEW championship, and then whatever, he'll drop it to MJF. But in the meantime, we'll get hopefully Bryan Danielson as champion. Shout out to Jon Moxley. He's great and all, but he deserves a break. Let's get a new champion, and yeah, let's start cooking, bro. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed what's on this video, please leave a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you're new, turn the notification bell on, and I'll see you guys for the next one later.